All right. Brandon Spiegel, you've been out, you've been shooting some video. You were in Joplin. Again, I'm not sure exactly what your video is, but I guess we're going to see it, and you can tell me a little bit about it.
Yeah, I was over near St. John's. You just saw a couple of those pictures. There's 26th Street between Schifferdecker and the hospital is pretty much just gone. The hospital is completely gone. Wow. There's a gas leak over there, so they're trying to evacuate people out of the hospital, and it's there's people, people looking for people on the street, nurses out helping people on the street, but everything there is pretty much gone, and it just that's a gas station right there.
And again, this is in the area of St. John's Hospital. All of this video that we're seeing here. Did you see how they were evacuating patients from the hospital? Or were they still doing that when you were there?
Yeah, they were. They had buses they were taking the more critical patients to Freeman, and then they had buses of the non-critical patients taking them other places for treatment. But they had actual school buses coming in to get people out of there. People in the back of pickup trucks. They had people on stretchers out in the streets who needed help. They're just waiting their turn, kind of.
We know that some people have been taken to Springfield. I don't know if they were moved there from St. John's, or these were other people who were injured by this tornado. But Springfield is helping out. We've talked to Via Christi Hospital in Pittsburgh that is prepared at least to take some patients, and I presume will be taking some because there are going to be obviously lots of injuries. And with one major hospital out of commission, apparently, or at least largely, so the demand is going to be that much stronger on the others.
Yeah, I talked to one guy who was actually inside the hospital helping bring people out. He said it's like a horror film there. It's pitch black. You only see the security lights going off. The whole thing's pretty much gone.
Did you talk to anybody about their warning at the hospital? Or?
I did actually talk to one guy about it. He said they tried to get in a room and shut the door there on the 6th floor. Tried to shut the door before he could shut the door. Just blew everything open. He said people were going down the hallway.
Okay, you got an interview, and I think we're going to go to that. You might set it up a little bit.
Yeah, this is what I was just talking about. The guy who was on the 6th floor of the hospital, plus one of the workers there trying to help get people out of there. So.
Okay, if we have that interview, let's go to that.
We were on the 6th floor of St. John's Hospital, and they said there's a tornado coming, and everybody needed to go to the dining room. We got everybody in there and accounted for, and I went to pull the doors, shut the latch. Before I could get them to latch, they blew off the hinges. And people were flying down the hallways, debris everywhere.
Doors were blowing in, and the windows were blowing in, and everything was falling on us. And we saved every single person off our floor, and we all went together as a group and got down to the 2nd floor, went across the roof, and got down on some stairs.
No, the insides were all tore up. Everything's down. The walls are there's water everywhere. Debris thrown everywhere. It looks like a horror movie in there. It really does.
These are people who work at, or at least were inside St. John's when the tornado hit.
When it happened, yeah. There's people out on the street. Everyone's helping, looking for people. I know people are searching the rubble, still looking for people out there. There's a lot of, I saw it coming back. It was kind of a lot of traffic out there coming back with this power light, or the street light's still out. It's treated as stoplight, so there's a lot of backed up traffic in that area. You can't even really drive down 26.
And now it's getting dark.
Yeah.
Well,
or it is dark.
So. Coincidentally and perhaps fortunately, St. John's had run a drill, I believe just this past week, on how they would handle a large emergency. Their particular drill was actually
for an earthquake, wasn't it?
The overflow of an earthquake, but I'm sure that, and in fact, a number of hospitals were doing drills on how they would handle the overflow from earthquake injuries, and I'm sure that some of the lessons they've learned this past week were applicable tonight and perhaps being put into practice tonight. Brandon, thank you. We may be checking back with you a little bit later. I know it's been a long night for everybody, and there's a lot more ahead. We're going to be